Now just this week alone we've sold 3 of our Jaguar F-Types, so we thought we'd better replace it, and what a replacement this one is. This is the Jaguar F-Type 2017, registered on a 17 plate. This one's absolutely unlike none of the others we've had, and that's because this is a special limited edition version called the 400 Sport. Now the 400 Sport, you might be wondering what the 400 Sport is. So it's a special edition, and the 400 in it represents the horsepower. Now the actual figure is 395, but the reason they call it as a 400 is obviously for round figures. That is 20 horsepower more than what you get as standard, making it obviously the 400 Sport. But then it gets more, guys. So the exterior styling, of course, you can see from here, it's the luminous yellow and 400 Sport badging on there, and that is raised. It looks fantastic. Now the differences you get appearance-wise is a bigger splitter, more aggressive. The styling on the side skirts is again more defined and looks so good, and it's finished in the grey. And to match that, it gets the 20-inch alloys, which are also in the same matching colour as the trim pieces, and that is part of the 400 Sport upgrades. Now, moving around the rear of the vehicle, the F-Types are of course a two-seater sports car, and I just think that the 400 Sport being a limited run just adds to the exclusivity and just absolute appeal and good look that this car does have. Now, of course, the F-Type isn't a big car, but you do actually get a lot of space on these. So lifting the boot up, as you can see, guys, it stretches all the way back to there, and then it's quite deep on the sides as well. And under there is also more storage. So yeah, quite deep. And this little bit there, you might know, is wondering what that is. That is actually the reverse camera, which this one does have, and that is again an optional extra on the vehicle. Now the next main sort of selling point for this car is the mileage. So it's a 2017, as I said, but it's 6,500 miles, which is just exceptionally low, and it looks like a 6,500 mile car should, and that is of course exceptional. The condition is really good, and the car's been maintained so well. It's got a very comprehensive service history, with the majority of the services being completed at Jaguar. Now inside the vehicle, it's just a phenomenal place to be. So the 400 Sport redesigns the complete interior, and that is of course with the signature yellow stitching, matching of course the 400 Sport styling from the exterior. Now the stitching, as you can see, runs absolutely everywhere along the interior, and it just looks incredible. Now the stitching runs from the steering wheel to the dashboard to the seats, and of course all along the centre console as well. The seats are also memory function. That's of course all controlled on the door card, and you can adjust just about every part of the seat that you want to. And then the 400 Sport styling is on the headrest, embossed into it with the stitching, and it just looks absolutely fabulous. And I think the interior of this car is what makes it. I mean, even the carpet mats get the yellow stitching as well. The steering wheel is a flat bottom steering wheel, not the same on all Jaguars, and the 400 Sport badging is also on the steering wheel. So yeah, what a car, what a place to be, and nice to look at from the outside, but even better from the inside, just with how unique the styling is. Now, the next massive option on this, very big one, sought after on these, is of course the panoramic roof, which this one does have. Now that's got a sun blind as well, so if it's getting hot and sunny, you can just pull that across and you're okay. Now a couple more options you get on the vehicle. Of course, it's the V6, so it does sound really good. Sounds like that. As you can hear, guys, it does sound very good, this car. Now, apart from the steering wheel having a different stitching, it's also a heated steering wheel. That's indicated by that functionality there. And I will switch the car because it is quite loud, just to show you a few of the functions. So just panning down to here, this has also got the switchable sports exhaust, so you can push that on or off with that button there, and it's also got dynamic mode. You pull that across, and what that does, stiffens up the steering wheel, makes the gear changes a little quicker, throttle a bit more sensitive and things like that. Now it's of course a petrol automatic, but you can use the paddles. These are sort of titanium steel finish on the paddles, so they do look really good and nice to hold. And then other options you get, mentioned it before, reverse camera. In addition to that, it's got the front sensors as well as the rear. The screen is, of course, it's all touch screen, radio, sat nav, everything you could expect is on there. You've also got in control apps. But yeah, the massive thing for the interior, it's got to be the stitching and just the finish and quality feel of it. And even the headlining is a nice soft black suede. So yeah, what a place to be. The car's also a Meridian sound system, so good speaker system. And I've left the ignition on just to show you quickly. If you're not familiar with how the daytime running lights look on the Jaguar, they all get this. It runs along the bottom there and up the side. Same on the other side, and of course you've got your LED headlights in there. So just, yeah, what a car. The car's just come into stock. The big options, of course, the pan roof and the 400 Sport styling. So that comes with a lot of things that you'd normally have to pay extra for, but on the 400 Sport you get it as standard. And the theme is sort of black with the yellow styling. The Santorini Black with the 400 Sport styling has got to be one of my favourite combinations on the F-Types, absolutely, and I don't think this example is going to hang around long, with it being one of the lowest mile ones available on the market currently. So if you'd like to inquire on this car, take it out for a test drive, contact me. My name's Will, and I can guarantee you're going to love how it looks, but you're going to love even more how it drives. Thanks for watching.